Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading today for the Divine Feminine. This one, because it is the week of Thanksgiving, I really wanted to focus on grateful energies. But this would be how the Divine Masculine feels grateful for the Feminine. So even if they're in no contact or they've had some challenges, etc., it really doesn't matter. This is just going to really reveal how the Masculine views the Feminine in a grateful way, how he is grateful for the things, the time that they did have together, or the impact that she has had on his life. So this is definitely very positive, high vibe type of energy. If this is your sort of thing, definitely stay tuned. So the orgonite that we're using is called the chakra snake. And I just thought it was perfect because sometimes we can inspire people to transform, right? We can inspire change. And the snake to me is transformation, shedding old skin. So feminine. I hope that you enjoy this reading today, but this will be down below, as well as the 3 decks I'm using. I just felt like keeping it really simple and yeah, that's it. So we're going to be using this Mother Mary, Queen of Angels Oracle, to see how this masculine is grateful for this feminine. And I say she or her for feminine and him or he for masculine. It's just the way that I channel, so just apply the energies how they resonate for your exact situation. All right, what do we have? Oh my gosh, I want to cry. This feminine has had mercy on this masculine. So one of the biggest things that I'm getting immediately is, for some of you, you guys may have had a falling out with this masculine. And this masculine is very grateful that this feminine has shown him mercy, okay? She either has forgiven him, she has accepted his apology, she still is unconditionally loving towards him, or she just did not go off on him or say certain things that she could have said but chose not to. So she was thoughtful towards him. So this says here, I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. So this divine feminine has had enough thought and kindness that she shows herself. And so this shows that this feminine is also going to equally give that to the masculine and to others outside of herself. So this masculine is extremely grateful that this feminine has had mercy on him, because she didn't have to have that, but she has chosen and still continues to show mercy on this masculine. Maybe this divine feminine just realizes that this masculine is lost, is just in a situation where he's having a very difficult time, doing the right thing, etc. So that is what we're getting here. Let's see what else. This is the Psychic Heart Tarot and Oracle. Oh, I love this. 6 of Swords. I am also getting, for some of you, and again, just take what resonates, this is a divine feminine who moved away from the masculine. She either relocated, so she moved away from him. He is grateful. He is grateful that she removed herself from him, okay? Also, some divine masculines are very grateful that the feminine has moved on just in life. Maybe the feminine has decided to move in another direction in a relationship, moved on, in another commitment, or just moved on in life. This 6 of Swords, though, is healing. The healing can begin because of the separation. The healing can begin because the masculine and feminine, for whatever reason, were in choppy waters before. And the only way that things could really start to kind of dissipate and smooth out is with some distance. So if this masculine has had to distance himself, or he was the one that perhaps moved away from the feminine, this feminine has mercy on the masculine, giving him that time and space that he needs to heal. So he appreciates that. Okay. What else? This is the Archetype Cards. The ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. I like this. This is very grounded feminine, okay? This is someone who definitely has mercy and compassion, but this feminine is also very grounded and can see things for how they are, okay? So this is not a feminine who is taking things personally. This is not a feminine who is you know, hanging on for dear life. This is a feminine who has enough just discernment to know what the situation is. And so she moves forward accordingly. This is not a feminine that's putting her life on hold. This is also not a feminine who is enabling this masculine to do whatever he needs to do. It's an unconditional loving energy. As in, I know that you need to heal. I know that you need time to heal. Okay? And that doesn't mean I'm going to put my life on hold and wait for you to heal. But this just means I understand that you have healing to do. And this masculine is more than grateful that this feminine understands that maybe he has things that he needs to work on, and maybe she also has things that she needs to work on as well. But the thing is, this feminine has enough like rational thoughts to know that the timing may just not be right for them, or that this is the only way that they can really resolve or even move forward after this healing occurs, not before, and maybe not even during, after the healing occurs. So very on top. Like, this is a very on top of the situation, on top of herself in this life feminine. And this masculine really appreciates her strength and her ability to remove herself from this masculine while he heals and while he finds himself. That's beautiful. All right, what else? I nurture the child within me, or within me through playfulness and self-care. Wow. So this masculine really appreciates this feminine's, you know, maybe childish nature, as in playful nature, somebody who is young at heart, somebody maybe who connects also with children. This might be a feminine who's very nurturing as well. So he appreciates this energy within her, is very grateful for that. Might even be that some of these masculines are the father of your children, feminine, and really appreciates the great mother that you are. I'm getting that too. Oh, reach out. Okay, this is what I'm also getting to. And this is not to promote you continuing to reach out, just in case this has obviously not gone good, or, you know, it's to no avail. Like, there's just nothing good that's coming from it. This masculine has appreciated that this feminine has reached out to him. How are you? Just checking on you to make sure that you're okay. Okay. This masculine may have not responded. He may have not engaged with the feminine when she did this, but deep down, his child self actually appreciates it because he actually has been when she's reached out in a time of need. It was almost like a little bit of light in that darkness. And even though he may not have had the strength, or was just not in a spot where he could reach back out or engage with her, he still appreciated it. Now, again, this is not to promote a feminine to continue to reach out to a masculine that's just not responding, unless that's what you feel guided to do. But sometimes that's just not the best thing for someone to do, because that can just end up, like, especially if you have expectations. And I guess that's what my point is. If you have expectations, it's good not to reach out. If you have zero expectation and that's something that you just want to do out of the kindness of your heart, then by all means go for that. But I do feel like this masculine has appreciated that this feminine has reached out to him in a time where he may have needed nurturing or a little bit of light in the darkness. Goddess. Yeah, definitely a feminine who expresses herself. She's got a lot of wisdom, life force. We have sensuality, nature, very grounded. I definitely get a divine feminine who's very grounded, very earthy, nurturing, but rational. Somebody who's not overly emotional. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just feel like this feminine is really got one foot in the water and one foot on the earth. And so she's very balanced in her emotions, but she doesn't let it rule her life. She also has her foot and hand in other practical, tangible things, working on herself, maybe making money, making a difference in the world, still very involved in her life purpose, or even nurturing children or building something, okay? So this masculine really appreciates and is very grateful that this feminine is still herself. That this feminine, despite whether he has engaged with her or not, still has the wherewithal to continue to just celebrate herself as the goddess that she is. That's beautiful. I keep saying beautiful, but that's just how I feel. So That's amazing. What else? Hope. Aw. And this tells me here, this masculine actually is, really appreciates that this feminine still has hope, right? Like, how could she have so much hope? How could she still have hope for us after all that I've done, after everything that we've gone through? So he's grateful that someone like the feminine, somebody that he may feel like he doesn't even deserve the mercy or deserve her, that she would still have hope that one day there would be a solution between the two of them. Okay? So there's something that he appreciates about that. He appreciates her light. Yep, Seven of Swords. Really, Seven of Swords is what? It's the deceptive card. But really seeing the truth, though. He really appreciates and is grateful that she is able to really look at it and examine it. Because remember, this is a very grounded, practical, logical, rational feminine who is able to utilize her mind and really examine the details, like a very Queen of Swords energy to me. But she's also can be a Queen of Cups or maybe even a Queen of Pentacles as well. Queen of Wands, hell, all the queens. But she has the ability to kind of peel back the layers of this masculine and really see deeper into him. No one else can do this but her. So he really appreciates that she is able to kind of peel back the layers and look deep within to see what's really going on. She actually sees his light. You can see that in the picture. She sees the masculine's light. And that might be what this feminine actually holds on to and focuses on. Again, holding on to doesn't mean she's putting her life on hold or letting her masculine treat her like crap. That's not what we're saying. But she does see his light. And that's what she sees as truth. She sees the truth of who this masculine really is. And that's actually what gives her hope. So some feminines may just choose to see the lighter side of the situation while carrying on with their lives. I think that's beautiful. But the Seven of Swords can be deception. Seven of Swords could also be someone who's lied, somebody who's deceived, maybe somebody who's even cheated. She doesn't make it about her, though. She realizes that this is a part of the masculine's growth. This is a part of the masculine's shadow. You know, he's got to work that out. So she sees him for who he truly is, and he's very grateful that she can still actually love him and see his light beyond all of that darkness, all of his ugliness. She can still see his beauty. It's like Beauty and the Beast. It's very strange, but that's the message I'm getting. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talk about exorcising demons, right? Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. He also, okay, there's a part of the masculine that actually is very grateful that there's someone in this world that would actually want to help him. Okay? And I'm getting, after all I've done, I can't believe that you would actually want to help me. This feminine may have freed herself of certain things. And so she's looking to offer assistance with helping this masculine to also see his truth and find his way and tap into his light. So he appreciates that she actually sees his light and can see past his demons and wants to help him towards the light. He can actually appreciate that. And he actually, and I'm getting some ways, can't believe that someone loves him like that. You know? Wow. All right. I'm just going with it. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. See, I'm telling you, this is a feminine who's strong. This is not a weak feminine. This is a feminine who she loves the masculine. But again, she's not putting up with the BS. She's unconditional, as in she doesn't have attachments and she doesn't take things personally. But she is continuing to be the strong feminine. She is continuing to do other things that she needs to do in this life. She's not making her entire situation or journey about her masculine. She realizes that she has her own role to play in this situation, and she's doing that. So he respects this feminine. He respects how strong she is. Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of dedicated effort, too. 8 of Pentacles. So some of the feminines have a family. They have a family that they take care of. All right. Whether it's children, parents, just a group of people. This is a hardworking feminine, and it doesn't mean she's supporting them financially, even though that could be it for some of them. But she is dedicated to a group. She is dedicated to more than just herself. She is dedicated to others. She's also dedicated to making a difference in this world. And he respects that, and he's grateful and feels inspired by her dedicated effort on this planet. We have Judge. She balances justice and compassion. I'm telling you, this is a very, very balanced feminine. She is fair. She is fair in her power. She's strong when she needs to be strong, but she's also empathetic and compassionate when she needs to be. So this masculine appreciates this feminine's mercy, but he also knows that there's certain things that he can't get away with. I'm getting that too. And if he didn't know it before, I'm getting he gets it now. We have Sobriety. Some of you feminines may have had issues. It doesn't have to be substance abuse. It could be anything. But you've worked through your issues. You've worked through something. You've come out the other end. You're a survivor of something. Okay? You've cleared yourself of some sort of issue. This masculine really appreciates that. This could also be a feminine that, is like very, what do they call that? Straight edge. I think that used to be a thing. Maybe it still is. Like no drinking, no drugs, just like, clean, living, clean eating, things like that. This masculine actually really appreciates this about this feminine, and because this masculine actually may or has in the past had these issues. So he can appreciate this feminine not having those same issues or has gotten through them. This might be a feminine who actually helps other people in programs as well. With the 8 of Swords, yeah, helping. I'm telling you, there's something about helping and hopeless. We already saw earlier that this feminine, he appreciates her and really loves that she's still so full of hope, that she sees the light in other people despite how helpless they are, how stuck they are. 8 of Swords. She has mercy. She helps people. But it's not to the detriment of her losing herself. She's very balanced and very strong. Very balanced and very strong. Okay, Saboteur. It says, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So this is also something where the feminine realizes in her own life certain sabotaging behaviors, things that are actually creating this lack of self-empowerment, and taking the necessary steps and creating those changes to eliminate those disempowering behaviors. So feminine has done some sort of work or worked a program or has been in some sort of recovery, and this masculine really likes that she is able to see herself for who she really is and sees her own faults. So she's pretty balanced where she sees her faults and can admit when she's wrong. And he likes that because he may not be able to do that. He might actually be very stuck in this like still sabotaging situations. But he sees that she is that type of feminine who has really worked on herself and is really aware of herself. So this masculine really appreciates this. So this feminine really inspires this masculine to want to be more like her. It doesn't guarantee that he will, but this feminine is inspiring him to change just by being herself. So we're going to get one last set of messages. Oh, see, family. Telling you, there is a feminine that takes care of either his family, his children, or her own family or children, or just has just either like a group of people around her that she takes care of. It could even be like a family in recovery, like AA meetings, that's your AA family. So I'm just bringing that up just because of the sobriety thing. But there is something where she's very oriented with the people around her and cares about those people and is of comfort to them and helps them and is of some sort of aid or assistance to them. And he really, really loves that about her. This masculine may not be a family person. He might have issues with family. He might even look at her and think, wow, she's got it so together here. I just feel like a loser. I feel like I can't get with that because she has such strong family roots or values. I don't come from that. Okay? Or maybe the opposite. The feminine didn't have a family and she rose from the ashes on her own. Rather than going down the tubes, she really reinvented herself and survived. Oh, beautiful. This feminine might be a spiritual teacher. Okay? She might be a spiritual teacher, and this masculine's actually learning from her. Whether he just is still listening to something that she said long ago. Maybe he still learns something from the conversations that they do have here and there. Or this could be something where he's actively listening to her teach something. And then we have trickster, interesting, transcending. I like this because the Hierophant, which is this card, is all about convention. This right here says transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shaking things up. This feminine may also be breaking out of family tradition, family patterns, being super conventional. So as she's been going along her journey, she's also shifting and changing, maybe even becoming more independent instead of such a caretaker. I'm getting here for some feminines, that's a good thing. And some feminines may be pulling away from that aspect. So regardless, however it resonates for you guys watching the video, this masculine appreciates this feminine's ability to be able to adapt and transcend through, through her spiritual journey by learning things, or now she's teaching something, or she survived a family situation, or she is just very much at the head of like her household and really like that glue that keeps it all together. So he appreciates that strength. He sees her as very, very strong. And also too, when it comes to thinking about not coming to her correct, it's not going to happen. He knows that he can't trick her. He knows that he can't lie to her if that's something that he's done before, because she has way too much integrity and she's not going to put up with it, especially if she put up with it before. So again, he may know not to return, or he may know not to reach out until he can come correct. I'm getting that for some of you feminines out there. So anyways, that was just very much, something that your masculine is grateful, the blessings that you brought to his life or even continue to bring to his life, and the good things that he can take from your connection. So I hope that was, just like a happier type of a read, inspirational to some of you feminines out there that just were looking for some high vibe, positive messages. At least that's the way that, I was intending that to be for you guys. So thanks so much for watching. You guys have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.